Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin, or Aussie Comic Book Collector. I'm filming in my storage unit today. What I do on this channel is I show off books that don't necessarily get a lot of love on other comic book channels. Um, I was at home, I was going through one of my cupboards, and I've got like a box and books on top of a box, and I saw a few things and I thought, I wouldn't mind talking about these on the channel. So there's a fair bit to go through, and the theme of this is like bootleg copies, or just like weird versions of characters. Now, the first one I want to show off is Andre the Giant by Box Brown. Yeah, I read this. I'm trying to get my sons to read this, but they saw it and they're not really interested. They're not big wrestling fans. And to be honest, I was not a huge wrestling fan when Andre was out and about. But I did read Box Brown's previous book, which was about Andy Kaufman. So I'm an Andy Kaufman fan. Not a huge one, but enough to buy a graphic novel about Andy. And I really enjoyed the format, the layout, the art style. Box Brown is kind of an expert at this kind of genre. So when I saw the Andre the Giant, done. I read it. I loved it. Great read. It's a great read. If you can find it, track it down. Because, yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. Now, the next book I got, so I buy these books from my local comic book shop, and every month they have a list of books you can get, and you can just go tick 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 because it's on Facebook. Yes, 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 and I don't know. You might have a couple of drinks one night, and you go, oh, okay, yeah, this looks good. And I bought this book thinking it was just like a comic size book. I didn't realize it was a big thick trade. It is Mr. Boop. So I saw this and I thought, what the hell is this? This looks weird as. And look, even the back is... Now that I see it, like, what the hell did I read? What the hell did I pick up? So it's by Alec Robbins. It's 18 plus, so adults only. And, yeah, just really weird. Like, okay, it's got Bugs Bunny and Peter Griffin and what? And Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, what the hell is going on with this book? So I'll hold it up as steady as I can. And again, this is just a random page I opened up. I might have to take this home and read it tonight. What the hell did I buy? I have no idea. But that's Mr. Boop. Now, these two books, or magazines, are from my comic shop. It's the Comics Journal. And this is issue 56. And this was purely a cover buy. I just loved this Jonah Hex painted cover. Yeah, obviously I got it from my comic shop for a good price. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have bought it. But yeah, it was back when I was trying to get everything that Jonah has appeared in. And to be honest, I've almost hit that criteria. There's a few things of his that I don't have. But I've got like all the major milestones for Jonah Hex, like his first appearance, Jonah Hex issue 1, the Darwin Cook drawn issues, and yeah, I saw this and I was like, yeah, great price, absolutely beautiful cover. Let's pick it up, and I got it, looked at it, loved it, but then I kind of put it away. It's like, I'll read this later on, and yeah, it's in the cupboard waiting to be read. Now, the next one I want to show off is issue 33 of Bizarre Adventures. Now, I want to ask, does anyone know who this guy is? Is it Billy Tusco? Or Billy Tucci? Billy Tucci, who's a comic book artist, comic book painter. But I get the impression that he modeled for this cover, because it kind of looks like him. But I have no idea, so I'm putting it out there to fans of this channel or people who just randomly select this video to watch. Do you know who this guy is? Because yeah, I'm interested. But anyhow, there we go. On here we've got Tomb of Dracula, Haunt of Horror, Tales of the Zombie, and Vault of Evil. So the interior should be a good read when I finally do get around to reading it. But who knows when that will be. And I have 2 more books to go. Now, fair warning, before I show these books, in my previous video, I was talking about cultural sensitivity. And especially this book I'm just about to show, it came out, I think, in the 50s. So please don't hate me for showing this book. I bought it purely because of curiosity on what kind of book this was, and what could a publisher get away with from a book of this era. I showed this to my son, and he said, "No, I don't want it. No, it looks like something I don't want to read." But I will show it. So fair warning. I don't endorse this this kind of like humor kind of storytelling. But here we have the Bonson and chocolate. So this is the Bonson here, and this is chocolate. And I'm sorry for the reflection of the plastic, but it's in really bad condition. So it's brittle. There's actually 2 copies, two issues of this, but they are flaky as. And if I took it out of the packaging, it would just all break apart. Yeah, do you guys know this series? Are you familiar with this? I remember buying this, and I bought this from kind of like the Australian version of Craigslist. And the guy was really reluctant to post it out in the mail. He wanted me to drive to his house, which was probably about 40 minutes away. I was reluctant to drive to his house. In hindsight, I probably should have, because he had some really big books that he was wanting to sell to me, including like Ghost Rider #1 from the 70s. From the 70s? Yeah. Anyhow, yeah, what do you think of this? Again, I apologize if there's any cultural insensitivities from this kind of book. But yeah, I'm very keen to hear or read your comments, so please put them in the comments down below. Now, the next book, the last book of the video, I've got a bit of a story about this. So every morning, my brother and I would catch the train into the city for work, and I'd get on the train, he'd get on the train, and then like 2 stops later, there was a guy, and he had on this shirt. Like every now and then he had on this shirt, but he had like curly hair that was kind of like wispy and shitty, and it always looked as if he'd been up gambling all night. And he didn't really look like the type of guy who you'd want to mess around with. And one morning, so there was these guys on the train, and they messed with him, and he pretty much just grabbed them, and yeah, that was it. But this guy was not to be messed with, and we kind of like nodded to him a couple of times, like, hey, you're over there, we're over here, cool, don't talk, it's quiet time on the train. But he had on this shirt. I don't know if I should tell you right now, but yeah, actually I won't. So I found this book on eBay, and I've looked it up online, and it's a banned book. So every time the creator, the estate of Tintin sees this book for sale, they get it wiped. Yeah, like you cannot buy it. I lucked out on getting a copy of this. I got it off eBay of all places, and yeah, it's a little bit dinged up, but yeah. So here it is. Here it is. Tintin in Thailand. Now, this is an unofficial Tintin book. If you're a fan of Tintin and this kind of stuff, is not your taste, I apologize. But I got this out of curiosity. Now, getting back to the story about the guy on the train, he had a Tintin in Thailand shirt with this cover on the shirt, and I knew straight away that this guy's humor was in the dark area. He looked like the kind of guy, like he liked to sit and gamble all night and just hit the source. and more power to him. Eventually, he got rid of all the shitty hair that he had on his head, and he just went bald, and he looked great. But anyhow, getting back to Tintin in Thailand, Tintin goes to Thailand and is put into adult situations. So that's all I'll say about the book, other than um, fans of Tintin have created this as kind of not a homage, but as kind of like a piss take on Tintin. So I have to kind of give credit to these guys that had the balls to do a book like this, because um, you bring yourself up to like massive legal problems when you create books of this nature. And I think the guy's name is Hergé. Hergé is the writer or the writer and artist or the creator of Tintin. So the estate, let's just say the estate of Tintin, and rightly so, they try and squash this book whenever it becomes available. And I think they sued and won against the guy who created this book. Um, that being said, it does pop up every now and then, and I was lucky to find it. And again, it's not one of those books I've actually read. Looking at it now, it's in black and white. I'm not going to show any pages. Far out, man. Yeah. All right. So that's the that's the video for today. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Please like and subscribe if you wish to. I'd really appreciate it. I'm going to have to think about what I'm going to be showing off next. I think I'm just going to go back to the 4 issues on random, because I've got some key issues to show off that I'm keen to show off and I want to show you guys. So thanks again for sticking with me, and I'll catch you at the next one.